Welcome to another video of renovating the apartment, and in this video we are going to be doing something we haven't even done in our own house, and that's going to be adding sideboards. Now that all the essential things in the apartment is almost done, it is one of the last few things we need to do is adding all the sideboards. So we are going to get started with the living room, add all of the living room sideboards, and then move on to the kitchen, and lastly hallway and the closet, since we don't know if we bought enough. And yeah, if we don't have enough, then we're just going to do the essential main big parts of the walls and leave the smaller parts for him to finish off on his own. So let's get started and start attaching some sideboards. It's going to look a lot better than that.
Beautiful. And we did not go with the same color because they did not have the same color. Plus we are going with some dark accents, so we thought that might match nicely. We finished the first part and it definitely looks so much better, nicer, cleaner finish. And we already have reached the first part where we have to put the second piece. And I think the most expensive part about the sideboards are not the sideboards themselves, because one of those I think was $230. The expensive part is the adding up of all those little bits and pieces of like corners and these little pieces that connect the two boards together, and also the inwards and outwards corners. I think that's where they make their money, because this whole pile of little bits and pieces was more expensive than all the sideboards. So I guess it kind of makes sense, doesn't make sense, but it was definitely worth it. But at the end of the day, it was definitely worth the purchase, because they do look so much nicer, and that's definitely something we need to consider in our house. We do have a brick wall, so we never got those because we didn't know how they're gonna fit in our house with the walls we're having and the floor work, but here they look really, really nice. So let's put the little connecting piece and finish off this living room. This living room I think is the easiest, since it literally has just like 4 walls with no extra corners. That is such a stupid little gap. But it's okay, we're gonna hide it on the other side. Okay, so as you can see, we have finished one side of the wall, so now we gotta move all the things to the other side, so we can do this side. perfect. Somehow the cutaway sticks in amazingly. So we have finished with the living room, and a quick update about those sideboard things. They definitely feel like they should work easier, but they are quite a bit of a tidy work, not as easy, click on, simple, done. They are a bit playing with our nerves, especially because we're so close to finishing, and it not working straight away kind of itches us a bit, but I think at the end of the day it looks really nice. It definitely adds like the finishing look. So yeah, now that we have done the living room, we don't have much left, so we gotta go to the kitchen, which we already did before putting all the appliances. So you're gonna see those clips first, and let's now do the opposite wall, the one straight line of the wall, and see how much we have left for the hallway.
Agreement?
That finishing there looks really nice on the corners.
I did it, didn't I?
Really beautiful. The kitchen is just meant for this one board. It fits perfectly without a single cut. So nice. Looks really beautiful. That turned out really beautiful, this corner.
So we have finished. We actually did run out of it. We didn't get to do the closet. That's the only thing we haven't done, but that can be done after. That's not so important. We've done most of it. We did also here. These walls are completely weird edges, like they're super sideways, but it worked out. The corner and here as well, I had to do a bit of grinding. It's not the best, but I think I did a pretty good job, and it's my first time doing sideboards, and I think it is looking much better than without them. Even with these plastic ones, not like real wood, I think it is good enough for this apartment. There's a lot of spots where I want to put a bit of that silicone filler like here that is gonna not make the floor stuck, so it can still expand and contract, but it's gonna close up some of the gaps that I can't really do with sideboards, like around the doors. Of course I can't do them with sideboards, it's just a lot of messing around, and we don't have the time to be spending one day on, or not one day, 1 week on sideboards, so we just gotta get on it and move on to the next thing to be finally done with this thing. And as you saw, we did the silicone there in the kitchen, and it worked really good. It actually, even though it's a slightly toned off, now with the dust it actually blends in perfectly with the floor, so it looks really good. And that's why I want to do it like kind of everywhere, because it's kind of like an easy option without needing to do it so perfectly. The best thing around those door frames would be just to cut the door frame in. I don't have the vibrating saw, but you can vibrate it in, and then you put the laminate under, and it looks much more flush, and then you don't need to do the sideboards all around. You just end the sideboard before the door frame, and it looks much better. But if we did it properly from the start, then it would be like that, but we don't have the time to do it exactly perfectly. So, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and we are going to see you in the next one whenever we finish up the last painting things and attaching all the extra beauty wood. But that's pretty much it. Bye-bye. Let's tape everything.